We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The Gypsy King himself.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it up.
So here we go. Should be a good one. The straight right just misses. Throws the jab, but does not score. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Landed a good jab there. Nice straight. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last one. On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage. They exchange punches. Punch, counter punch. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. The straight right just misses. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? But somehow weathered the storm.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A swing and a miss with that jab. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He blocks that jab. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
Oh my God, Johnny! Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That right uppercut misses. Do you believe what we are seeing? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different? Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. A straight right just misses. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. Counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... Back into the fray here in round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Catch and shoot. shot, they get countered. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A lot of effort being exerted here. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You've done all your work all the way through cap. Come on,
let's start the sixth. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. That left hook won't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nope, that hook won't score. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Not a lot of defense here at all. Swing and a miss with that left hook. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
This is when you talk about...
stay focused.
Here we go, it's round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs, but just down goes Fury. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right. So
there's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
what a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. His stamina is off the charts. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burn, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Is he going to punch himself out, though? He misses with that jab. Stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
Unanimous.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We're at Brooklyn Hall. My name is Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a reach of 216. And he'll be taking on Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78. Tyson Fury. He's so big. Not too many seats to be had in this arena. These 2 fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. He threw a punch and just got countered. That jab is blocked. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They have no respect for each other's punching power. There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. You don't want to trade shots. They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judge...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Hook misses. Blocks that left hook. Miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made looks.
There's the bell for round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
No, hold on a second, Johnny. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And right back into the fray. Did you see that? Who would have thought? Big shot, and down goes Ali. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that the ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well done with that counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. That left hook missed. He fails to score with that left hook. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Ali in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Goes 1-2 straight down the middle.
What you doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything. Full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Straight right just misses. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The stamina is off the charts. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook is parried away. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt. Back into the fray here in round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A straight right just misses. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punches coming from every angle. Good counter punch. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these on to the 6th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Jab slightly off target. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. They miss with the jab. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes. It's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out if you...
And there's the bell for round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That right hook won't score. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The perfect counter lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. This round could go either way. Whoa, wait a minute! Tyson Fury just got rocked! Do you believe this? Let's talk Talk about fury in that last round. Now you start wondering how much. There's the bell to start round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Nice counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.